the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Perfect.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect. Surprise, motherfucker.
Cody is back in WWE. It is official. Cody Rhodes going back to the WWE. What is going on? Hope everybody is having a fantastic day. I am here. I am back. And I am better than ever. And here are my socials, in case you have forgotten them. As always, follow me, RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on the Snapchat. Most importantly, follow What's the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. And follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. We back and better than ever with a brand new schedule. We looking bold and sexy. And springtime is almost upon us. We lost an hour of sleep, but we got some more sunlight. Let's take full advantage of it. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. 'Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Mother Effin' Wrestling. Now, welcome to What the Wrestling, everybody. I am your host once again, RJD. We got Raw, we got Smackdown, Rampage, and Cody. We got news on Cody, goddammit, as always. As I sip my water.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It is water. Don't judge me, goddammit. No, it's all good. You can judge me. I don't care. Listen, let's stop the show. Hold up. Everyone, hit the like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel What the Wrestling as always. Subscribe to me, RJD, RJD TV on Facebook. What the Wrestling, Facebook. Come on, man. Might get into some Halo tonight, some late night Halo, so look out for that. We are going to keep the ball rolling, man. This is what we do, goddammit. Everything is everything. It's all good. It's all love. Thank y'all for showing me love. And let's talk about Cody. So, Cody is back in WWE, unless you've been living under a rock the last couple of days. He signed the dotted line. This is very, very interesting. Me personally, I figured he would go back to WWE once the whole thing with Tony Khan fell apart and everybody was putting out statements. Even though it would have been nice for him to go and maybe book Ring of Honor, and Tony Khan was like, no, I'm doing that too. I'm doing everything. Tony Khan said, I'm doing everything. I don't care. But Cody decided to go back. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. Cody was there. Famous wrestling family. He left. Cody helped, literally was an integral part in helping to start the alternative promotion we know as AEW. Without Cody, there is no AEW. I don't care what anybody says. That is the truth. Without Cody, there is no AEW. So, with that being said, goes there, kills it. 2.5, 3 years. Does a lot. Helps upstart the company. Integral part in that. Now, he wants to go have unfinished business. And if you listen to Kenny Omega's interview, if you listen to the Bucks, when they talk, they didn't want to do the whole let's go get WWE thing. But Cody, he's got golden shovels. He's got sledgehammers to the throne. Like, Cody was the one. that wanted to kind of stick it to the man and stick it to WWE and show them how great he was. Bucks and everybody had their own thing of, all the EVPs had their own thing of where they wanted to go. Cody was like, I'm going to show these freaking guys that I'm a goddamn superstar. And you know what? By God, he did that. Cody's a damn superstar. He was good when he left. He's a superstar when he comes back. So you know what? I hope he goes back there, and I hope he fucking kills it. I hope he writes hella things into the contract so that they can't screw him over. I hope he goes over there and he totally destroys, in a good way. I mean, he destroys WWE. I hope so. Because if they go over there, if he goes over there and they book him like complete dog shit, worst case, if I see Stardust,
emotional damage.
I swear to God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If you think I've shit on them before, holy hell, if I see Stardust,
Just bring it, bitch.
real talk though, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. He ain't going over there to do no goddamn Stardust. I hope they let him write his own shit, because Cody could cut a promo. He's gonna go over there. He's gonna be the biggest damn babyface in the company. He's gonna be a huge big star. He's gonna have eyes on him. Honestly, that is the man to beat Roman Reigns. Roman's on God mode. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do between now and next year's WrestleMania, because they're trying to get The Rock, which makes sense. The Rock beating Roman and becoming the true tribal chief. But Roman got to lose the goddamn title sometime. I mean, you can't keep it on him forever. No one else is built up enough, but Cody, he's still got the Go Big Show. Cody is all over TNT and TNT. So Cody being on TNT with the Go Big Show and Shaq and all of that, and then him going back to WWE officially, that just gives more eyes on Cody, and it puts more eyes on WWE. So even though Roman might be a big star in WWE, Cody is a big star all over the fucking place. Cody is probably a bigger household name than Roman Reigns at this point. I mean, he wrestled Shaq and put Shaq through a table. That is a big fucking deal. Roman Reigns, as big as he is, he ain't put Shaq through a table. Now, if Roman would have got at The Rock, Roman would probably be a big star, because anything The Rock touches is gold. It's like,
You win.
Flawless victory.
so I think I'm talking long term here. I'm not talking, oh, WrestleMania. I'm not talking short term. I'm talking long term. Cody signed a 2 or 3 year deal, possibly. Cody is the one to beat Roman. If they want to take the title off Roman, you have some screwy shit. You put it on Cody for 6 to 9 months. Then you have Roman come back around and beat Cody so that Roman can beat The Rock. And then after that, who the fuck knows? But from now until next year's WrestleMania, not this one coming up, but next year when they get The Rock in LA, that's what I would do. Because WWE loves to push people to the moon. The Fiend, they pushed him to the moon. We see how that messed the Fiend up. Cody's going to come in as a big star. But Cody got to get a couple of wins first. He got to get a couple of big wins, and then he could go after Roman. If that's what they want to do. Who knows what they want to do? Who knows? But we know Cody got that bag. We know. He opened the war chest. We know. We know Vince paid him. Handsomely, probably. So they're not going to sign that guy to that type of deal just to have him as Stardust. Because, you know, Cody probably is getting paid probably Roman Reigns money, if not more. So, with that being said, good for him. I'm happy for Cody.
Perfect. You win.
You cannot be mad at that brother. He got the bag. He deserves the bag. He is a goddamn superstar, and I'm glad he's getting what he feels he's owed. And you never know. After a couple of years in WWE, maybe he goes back to AEW. Who knows? We'll see. So, as per Ringside News has been saying, staying up in this story with exclusive details, they reported last week that creative team was not told about plans for Cody Rhodes, and his deal is being kept very quiet. Basically, it's being kept close to the chest by all the top people who are in the know, maybe Vince, Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn, probably a small group of people. It's a top secret situation right now. That being said, it is heavily implied that the deal is done. PW Insider has confirmed that the American Nightmare signed a new deal with WWE. It was inked within the last 2 weeks. Cody wanted that back. So they believe it was about 10 to 14 days ago. This is a big deal for WWE as they have pulled a former AEW EVP, Executive Vice President, into WWE. We'll have to wait and see what the future holds in this situation, but Cody Rhodes is on his way back to WWE. And if you didn't watch Raw, the whole Monday Night Raw lineup, the whole story of the night was Seth Rollins has no opponent at WrestleMania. So it is heavily even the damn crowd was going, Cody, Cody. This is not the 90s. We have the internet. The crowd, we know everything. And if we don't know, we'll talk to other people in the crowd and find out everything. So that we know. You can't. It's only way possible it is to keep things secret is to just literally not tell anybody besides the people in the room. That's it. And even so, somebody will see your ass at the airport and be like, "Oh, we got spotted at the airport." Like, so very hard to keep shit quiet. Good for Cody. They're keeping things quiet, hush hush for now, which they should. But it's heavily implied that he's going to be at WrestleMania to face Seth Rollins, and I'm all for it. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I really want this to work. And I want this to work because Cody's great. He's a great storyteller, one of the best storytellers. He's a great promo. I really just want Cody to get his just due. And he's got a family now. He's got a kid. He's got his wife. And he wants the bag. So he should get the bag. Go get what you want. But you know, Vince is sitting back there like, I got one of them. I got one. So, you know, Vince is going back there probably going crazy because he was able to steal Cody Rhodes. But listen, it's all good. You know, this is business. So, welcome back, Cody. Do what you got to do. I hope Cody kills it. And that's all I got on that situation. Looking forward to see Cody at WrestleMania. Looking forward to it. Moving on. Let's talk about SmackDown. SmackDown had good parts in it, but it was a lot of stupidity on this show. Really. Like,
You stupid.
I don't understand some of the things this company does. Like, I really don't. Okay, so we're going to walk this down. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I'm going to run through this in Rampage. Roman Reigns starts off the show. He comes out, he talks his trash. Good stuff. He says if Brock was here, he would have smashed him just like he smashed him in Madison Square Garden a week ago. Great. So far, so good.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Then Paul Heyman interrupts him and says, listen, my tribal chief, Brock Lesnar's been, he's in Saskatchewan and his plane has been grounded due to weather. So everybody's all mad. Everybody's all mad like,
Damn, son.
so that's fine. Then 2 minutes later, he interrupts him again. And Roman is like,
how dare you?
bro, wise man, shut the hell up and let me do my thing. Then he says, no, he's on his way here. He's in, or wherever the hell they were. He's in the vicinity and he's on his way here. So Roman and the Bloodline, they say, what? You said he wasn't coming. He said, I got the notification. Then he said, it's not my fault. He said, listen, Paul, you handle this. We out. Cuckoo, we out of here.
Stop the cap.
Roman didn't want no smoke. So He goes back to this black SUV. He gets to the SUV. And as soon as he gets to the SUV, there's a commercial break. Wait, what? After the commercial break, we see Brock Lesnar in a forklift, and he rams it through that SUV that they were in. He's like, ha 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 ha, Cowboy Brock. It's awesome. He has big smile on his face. Puts it through the car, picks the car up, puts it flat over. Then they cut away and cut back. And it shows Roman and the Bloodline. They're selling fake injuries, and they get into another car. And then Brock runs, grabs the car door, and rips the car door off the car. That looked cool. I will admit, that shit looked cool.
Damn, son.
So,
Respect my authority!
Brock looks like a beast badass, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd was like, cool. Everything cool. Brock comes out, kind of stutters on his promo a little bit, but he basically says, run and hide, I'm going to kick your ass, Roman. And Lesnar, as a babyface, charismatic, he's funny as hell, he's fun, love it. Then he said, Roman, I'm going to kill you, boy. That's it. Cool. So that's all you get. Now, my thing is this. First things first.
Stupid.
Why would you have this segment go on during a commercial break? I know why they did it. Because they had to edit it. It was edited. So it didn't happen live, obviously. So they pre-recorded it. And they went to commercial break to come back to show the edited version. That's probably on the Titantron. But my thing is, why didn't you just have them walk to the back and then put the shit on the Titantron and make it feel like there's a way you could have probably did that. Or just fucking do it live. Like, have them walk back, cut away, cut back to the Titantron. Listen, they got the best production team, period, WWE. They could have sliced this shit in such a way that they could have did it live without going to commercial break. On top of the fact, remember when they did that stupid Lily shit with Piper Niven? Do drop. And they had her look at the doll, and then on the Titantron, the doll winked. Obviously, the people in the arena didn't see the doll wink. But they edited it to have the doll wink, so on TV it looked like the doll winked.
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
So they've done crazy shit with the editing before. Why did they go to commercial break? That was stupid. We saw everything during the commercial break when we should have saw everything right after they left the ring. That was very dumb. Didn't like that. But Brock pulling off the door, the forklift, all of that shit was funny. It was fun. Brock is great. But that was stupid. Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs versus Lethal Lotharios. Wasn't they Los Lotharios? Not they Lethal Lotharios? What the hell?
Hadouken!
The stupidity level.
It's over 9,000!
What are we doing here? Stop the goddamn name changes. Jesus Christ.
Go!
So, we had Rick Boogs and Nakamura. They beat Los Lotharios. Boogs looked good here. He's very, very strong. He's a very strong guitarist. I don't know why they told him to cut his hair. He looked like a bona fide rock star. Now he looks like a big buff Freddie Mercury. That's very dumb. Don't like it. They should have just had him with his long hair looking like a rock star. He would have got over just like he's over now. He basically is the new Elias. Only he's better than Elias in the ring. So they will be fighting the Usos in Dallas. Will they get the tag titles? I don't know. Because Rick Boogs and Shinsuke they're over as fuck. So maybe they should get the tag titles because Rick Boogs is a beast. Oh, man. Pat McAfee was beating up on Michael Cole. When Shinsuke has his entrance, like that entrance is the best and worst thing to ever happen to Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura could have been so much bigger than what he was, but that entrance was so captivating, thank you Triple H, that they just said, ooh, I know, we're going to take one of the biggest, shiniest, best guys in Japan wrestling and make him just an entrance. Ah, that'll do it. They'll string along to his entrance, and he'll get over. And we'll give him 2 minutes a match. And we'll have him punch AJ Styles in the nuts for 18 weeks. And that'll get him over.
Go!
These guys are idiots. Moving on. Drew McIntyre and the Viking Raiders versus Jinder Mahal, Shakely, and Happy Corbin. This was a nothing match. Claymore for the win. Moving on. We had Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. This was a really good match that I was really, really looking forward to before they had a very, very stupid finish to this match, which was a DQ, which pissed me off.
Stupid.
Because the crowd booed it. I booed it in my house. And I was watching this match legit interested to see who's going to win. And now we have Shayna Baszler and Natalya added because they... So you interfere in the match, causing a DQ, and then you get rewarded by getting added to the match. Even though you caused the DQ. You get rewarded for your bad behavior.
Stupid.
Moving on. We have Pat McAfee coming at Austin Theory. Pat McAfee, great on the mic. Pat McAfee is a good shit talker on the mic. I like Pat McAfee on the mic. So McAfee called him a punk bitch, among other things. I don't know what's going to happen between these two, but they had a nice segment, and we'll see what happens. I like Pat McAfee. He's very, very good on the mic. Kofi Kingston versus Ridge Holland. Butch, Mr. Pete Dunne.
Stupid.
His name is Pete Dunne.
How dare you?
Fuck that Butch shit. They recapped the Big E thing when Rich Holland dropped Big E on his head and almost fucking killed him. No disrespect to Rich Holland. Accidents happen, but, you know, maybe not do that spot 2 weeks before WrestleMania next year, okay, buddy? Moving on. Kofi showed intensity trying to fight this guy because, I mean, that's his friend. But, I said Butch. Rich Holland got the win here. Pete Dunne as Butch is really good. But this kind of made no sense because they interfered, so they got kicked out, him and Shameless. But then before they got kicked out fully, they came back down to interfere to cause the match, to cause Kofi to lose.
Stupid.
I hate this company sometimes. That shit made no sense. So, I don't know why they keep doing it, but you know what? I like Rich Holland. I mean, not Rich Holland. I like Pete Dunne as Mr. Butch. He's a little, like, Vegeta-looking, I'll kill you character, and it fits him perfectly because he's the bruiserweight. They could have just kept the bruiserweight, but, you know, WWE has to fuck up a wet dream sometime. Yes, shots fired, goddammit.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Moving on. Charlotte Flair has a message for Ronda Rousey. This was actually pretty solid. I like this. Charlotte came down to, this is her hometown, Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City. She got greeted with a bunch of boos. She got greeted with a bunch of boos, started her promo. She said her career is better than Ronda's. Ronda was sitting back there, you know, with the superhero pose, looking at the Titantron. So Ronda went down there to fight. Charlotte took off her heels, so you know she was ready to fight because she took her shoes off. And she had a kendo stick. They began to fight. She got the better of Ronda. She bloodied Ronda's mouth. And played whack-a-mole with her with the kendo stick, and then powerbomb Ronda through a table. And literally, that is how this went off the air. I did not expect her to get the better of Ronda, but you know what? This actually made me want to watch this match because I think, contrary to popular belief, these two are going to have really good chemistry by themselves. I truly believe that.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Ronda's really good, and she's a legit athlete, and she takes this shit seriously. It's not just, oh, I come in and I play around. No, Ronda actually takes it seriously. And Charlotte, yes, everybody loves to hate Charlotte, just like we all love to hate Triple H back in the day. Charlotte's really fucking good in the ring. Don't care what nobody says. Charlotte's good. So, with that being said, this was good. The only thing I didn't like about this was Ronda took a nasty bump when she got thrown out from the apron to the floor. That bump looked horrible. And I'm glad she didn't dislocate her goddamn shoulder. But she's okay. Hopefully she's straight. Good segment to end SmackDown. SmackDown pissed me off. There was a lot of bullshit on this show. A lot of illogical decisions, like with the production in the beginning of the show. I didn't understand why they shot that like that. But this is what it is. I think we got one more show till WrestleMania, so we'll see what they do. Rampage, on the other hand, was really good. So, Rampage, The Butcher versus Darby Allin. This was a very good match. The Butcher in the best shape of his life. The Butcher, and before, like in the beginning stages of The Butcher and the Blade, when we first saw them, to The Butcher now, night and day. This guy, whatever he's doing, it's like AEW is like the fountain of youth. Everybody just collectively decided, listen, we're going to get into great shape. Everybody except Eddie Kingston, because he's a G. He's like, I don't need to get in shape. Shout out to Eddie Kingston, man. He's the fucking best. But it's like a lot of guys just decided they're going to get in shape and get six packs and shit. I don't understand. But Darby Allin did his torpedo Darby. So that was cool. The match. Butcher, this is one of the best matches I've seen the Butcher in. He was flinging Darby around. He had Darby, whacked him into the damn steel steps, whacked him into the guardrail, threw him on the floor, was throwing him around. Darby was bumping around for him. But ultimately, he got him down on the outside, hit him with a coffin drop, and they kind of protected him because he lost. But Darby Allin won because he couldn't beat the 10 count after the coffin dropped to the floor. So, good stuff here.
Perfect.
Protecting him while still making him lose. That was great. The Butcher, like I said, best match I've seen the Butcher in, to me. Layla Hirsch versus Red Velvet. This match was good. And I'm not even going to lie.
Perfect.
They started brawling from the minute Red Velvet came down. This match had an intensity level that they maintained throughout the whole match. These two have good chemistry. I like the fierceness of Red Velvet. She came out. There was a suplex on the apron. They started out hot. Layla Hirsch, a lot of people give her shit, but she's small. She's compact. She's thicker than a Snicker, as my mother would say. And she actually can wrestle. And yeah, she's had a couple of bad-looking matches recently, but Layla Hirsch is really good. These two had good chemistry. They took it to each other. There was a point where Layla Hirsch took full control, and she was going to whack-a-mole Red Velvet with a screw, iron or a screw, something. And Chris Statlander came out of nowhere. No Statlander makeup. She came out of nowhere and grabbed. I like the way they shot it too. She grabbed the pole before she could kind of pull it, and she looked at her, and then she got hit with the Red Velvet kick in the face, and Layla Hirsch lost. This was good. These two. What's up, cat? My cat just decided to jump in and start crying. You might see his tail in a minute. Don't jump up here. Don't jump up here. I fed you already, bro. You gotta go. Don't jump up here. But like I said, Red Velvet looked good in the win. Layla Hirsch looked good in the win. And it looks like Statlander and Layla Hirsch are good. And Statlander can definitely be built up to be the next TBS champion. For sure. She can definitely be built up. So I would love to see her do that. Then we had the House of Black versus Bear Country and Fuego del Sol. Shout out to Fuego del Sol. He always looks good in defeat. Holy hell. When, and not if, but when, the House of Black gets the trios titles, they ain't losing them shits for a long time.
Surprise, motherfucker.
These fucking guys are terrifying. They are so... Buddy Matthews, his offense, crisp. He looks like $1 million. He's probably in better shape now than he was on 205 Live. This fucking guy is incredible in the ring. When you see guys like him wrestle, and then you see how they were in WWE, you're like, what the fuck happened? He's always been this good. It's just the fact of WWE doesn't let you do certain things. And you see how a lot of these guys are handcuffed. Like when you look at the type of matches they have when they leave WWE, opposed to where they were in WWE, it's like a night and day. Like a night and day. Great offense from all these guys. This was a glorified squash. Very fun match. Buddy Matthews wins with Murphy's Law. I guess Matthews Law. I don't know what they're calling it. But Fuego got a little bit of offense in towards the end. But Fuego is like everybody's favorite punching bag. And shout out to Fuego because he can actually really wrestle. And so he got some offense in, but they killed him in the end. So that was all she wrote. Then we had Keith Lee, for he is limitless. We had Keith Lee versus Max Castner. He came out with some good rhymes, as always. And he got some offense in. He did get some offense in. It was, like I said, Keith Lee threw Max Caster over his head without even having to bend his hips. Keith Lee is extremely strong. I heard on Talk Is Jericho that he was able to lift like 500 pounds. Max Caster is no small man. He's like fucking 6'2", 225 pounds. Max Caster's like bigger than me. And I'm like 210 pounds and I'm 6'1". Max Caster's bigger than me, tall, like height-wise, and he's bigger than me, muscular-wise. And he just picked him up like he was nothing. Like goddamn, Keith Lee's a savage. Caster did hit a springboard drop kick that looked good. Key did the pounce as always. I like the way this match started out, where Keith Lee like hurdled him and then did the drop down, and Max Caster was like, wait. You're 350 pounds. You shouldn't be able to do that. This is bullshit. So they had a good little back and forth. But in the end, it was the Big Bang Catastrophe for the win. After the fact, there were Powerhouse Hobbs who had came out earlier, and Ricky Starks came down to attack Mr. Lee, and then the Acclaimed, Caster recovered, and Bowens, they came down and started playing whack-a-mole with the stereo, beating him up. And then who came down to save him but formerly Isaiah Swerve Scott, Swerve Strickland, came down to save Keith Lee. He gave him the dap at the end. They chased off the baby faces. They chased off the heels because Swerve came down. Swerve came down with the steel chair, so they were like,
Get the fuck out of here!
we don't want no smoke with this guy.
Oh, hell no!
They gave themselves the dap, and it was like,
Surprise, motherfucker.
I rock with you. I'm going to help you out.
Perfect.
That's all she wrote. So, with that being said, that was Rampage. Rampage was really good this week. And I'm glad, as I put the chapstick on, I'm glad that Rampage was so good. That's awesome. And listen, that's all she wrote, baby. That's all she wrote. So good stuff all around. SmackDown has some good. Rampage has some good. But they really, really need to, and that just speaks to the depth of Rampage. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. AEW's depth chart is second to none. They have so much goddamn talent. They can't possibly use all these fucking guys. It's you can't. So With that being said, that is all I got for all you guys today. That is your Rampage. That is your SmackDown. And Cody is WWE bound. What do you think is next for Cody? What do you think is next for all of these guys? Let me know down in the comments. Listen, guys, we back, baby. We are back tomorrow with... Tomorrow is Monday? Yes, tomorrow's Monday. I'll be losing track of the days. We are back tomorrow with the news, and we will be going live. So with that being said, I'm out of here. RJD. Catch me on RJD TV if you want to see some shoot 'em up, bang, bang, pew, pew. Catch me on video game wise. Oh,
You
man.
stupid.
And as for me, I am out. Everybody be safe. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the heat wave that is coming. And here on my socials, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell when I go live. Peace.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell